With yesterday's announcement of Conflict Round 10, a lot of us were not that excited for it until we saw the characters and gameplays and stuff. I'm actually very excited for this upcoming banner, but with that excitement, I kind of glossed over the fact that we didn't get news for other stuff, and there's two things to talk about that we didn't get a single announcement of, and it kind of brings to the question, why? So the first news was the 55 million download celebration. That should be getting announced tomorrow though, so I can forgive Klab for not announcing it just yet. But the second one, and this is the big thing, no resurrected characters again. So as you know, we normally get a new resurrected batch every 2 weeks, and they've been pretty much following that schedule for the last 2 or so years. And even though a lot of people hated on resurrections and how they were just kind of boring, they never really upgraded the character, it was still exciting to see your old characters potentially have a very good upgrade. And we've seen in the past that some characters, like Ginjo for example, have received very good upgrades to the point where they were almost literally unusable to now being one of the best characters in the game. So even though most of the time resurrected characters are pointless, there are a few times, and those rare times, where it really does make a character OP again. So if you are part of the official BBS Discord, you would have gotten pinged today from Issa himself, the new lead developer, which did take Oi-chan's place, and we did get the monthly Q&A, which is something to look forward to every single month, but this time, it's kind of unfortunate with the way the questions and answers did turn out, so let's actually read them. So firstly, Isis starts and says, "Thank you for playing Bleach, Brave Souls, and hello from the dev team. How did you enjoy the harder guild quest added this month, and the Aranka Encyclopedia Preveron Espada Edition event? We started doing polls in the Discord and kicked off with the revamp of our new channel. We would like to proceed with these things while getting more of your feedback. Here is this month's Q&A, so this is the part you actually care about. Monthly Q&A, first question, why was there no free summons for the Chinese New Year celebration? And then he answered, we did not have any free summons for Chinese New Year, but we want to bring you some weekly free summons to celebrate spring as part of a campaign. So we hope you look forward to it. Now this is kind of nice, we obviously are getting free summons. If you didn't know, they do, I believe, start at the end of the month when we do get the Conflict Round 10 banner. But unfortunately, it's not the way like free multis have worked in the past. They've done free multis like this, but it's not really a good thing. What we're getting is 1 free multi a week, so 4 free multis in the course of March, and no guarantees. The rates should be 3%. For the most part, a lot of us out there are pretty much just going to get 4 4-star multis. So obviously you can't really complain about having free multis, but this easily could have been a free multi a day, 10 free multis and a guaranteed 5-star. In fact, if it is a free multi a week, what they really should have done was just give it a guaranteed 5-star. If they really don't want to give us that, it kind of does hurt. Like, it's not that big of a deal if they wanted to give us free 5-stars, so it kind of does hurt. These free multis are just kind of throwaways. Like, it really looks like, okay, we didn't give you anything for the New Year celebration, so here, take this, so you're not angry anymore. Now, I don't think anyone really complained about the New Year celebration or the Chinese New Year celebration, but do keep in mind, it was a very bad celebration, almost to the point that some people didn't even know a celebration was happening. What this was just a way for Klab to sell us packs. Now, normally in the past, pretty much every celebration is a way for Klab to sell us packs, but sometimes, a lot of the times, they do give us other stuff. This one, however, was pretty much just packs that you can just buy if you want to spend money in this game. So it's kind of disappointing how the New Year's or the Chinese New Year celebration was handled, but they are giving us free summons. Unfortunately, it's not daily free summons, but we are going to be getting the 55 million download celebration announced tomorrow morning, from my understanding. I don't think that's confirmed, but it should be getting announced. And I do hope that it's actually something kind of exciting, worthy of talking about. You know, the last celebration we had, the basically New Year celebration over in December, that was a very good campaign. It was a good time to play BBS. I don't think anyone did complain. I don't think this is going to be on the same level as that, but hopefully it's something better than the normal celebrations where we pretty much just get a normal login bonus and just a way for Klab to sell us packs. But I'm not holding out on that. I don't think it's going to be that special. And the next question, and the main point why you probably clicked on this video, why did the resurrection schedule change? And they answered with this. I'm sorry that I can't answer with details about how we decide our event schedule. The team thinks of Resurrection as one of the ways that we can help people make more use out of the characters that they do own. We will be releasing more Resurrections to that end, so we ask you for your patience. So what did we learn by reading this? Pretty much nothing. Kind of disappointing. Now, this is one of the biggest complaints that most people did have for the dev Q&A, you know, a year ago or two when Klab used to do it on the KJS livestream. They pick these questions and answers, and they don't answer it. Why was the resurrection schedule changed? And they don't give us that. What do you mean? You can't answer about details about how we decide our event schedule. Really disappointed on this. Like, I was actually kind of excited reading this, thinking, oh crap, are they going to actually explain why we haven't been getting resurrections? And instead, we literally just got nothing. This answers nothing, and it's kind of disappointing. It's kind of a spit in the face to a certain extent how they answer this. It's really disappointing. This doesn't help anyone, and that's why I'm making this video today. Now, there is maybe a reason why they're doing this. Now, I would hope that potentially when we do find out what this new way to power up characters is going to be, which we should get information on that sometime next month. In fact, it should come out sometime next month, unless it gets delayed. Maybe that's the reason why they're not doing resurrections. Maybe they're going to stop it. Some are actually theorizing that they're just doing it to lower our orb count. I don't think that's the case. There surely is some kind of reason, and I don't think it's greed. Maybe it is. Maybe I have too high of expectation for Klab that I'm sure there's a reason. That's what I'm trying to say, right? Some people are saying that they're doing it because 1,000 Euro accounts are getting resurrected soon. Again, I'm sure there's some kind of reason. We have to wait and see. Hopefully they do fix it. And they said they're going to be releasing more resurrections, but like, where are they? Why have they not done it? And this question was supposed to answer that, and it really didn't. And the thing about resurrections too is that it doesn't take that much effort to resurrect a character. The only thing that they change is their skills. And even then, they don't change the skills. Sometimes they add or remove one, but for the most part, they're just upping it by like 10 or 20%. They don't really have to do that much work to resurrect a character, unlike they do with the actual new character releases. You know, look at round 10, for example. Very good animations, very good artwork. The quality is there. Round 9, and not so much because the artwork was kind of bad, but round 10, they have shown that Klab haven't dropped in quality. They're always doing their best. That the only really good thing about this game is the presentation of these new characters. They always look great, and they always have great animations. And another thing I do want to mention, going back to the fact that people might say they're greedy, they don't want to give us these free orbs. At the same time, we need to keep in mind, they do sell these characters as character packs. So the fact that they're not actually releasing new resurrections, in a sense, is also losing their money. Because, for example, the point we're at right now with the new resurrected characters, or the ones that should be getting resurrected, I don't own most of them. So I would have been spending more money. I would have been buying those characters in character packs, giving more money to Klab. So I don't think there is a valid reason on why they're doing it. And maybe the fact that they aren't telling us has something to do with this new way to power up characters. Maybe they are going to stop resurrections and give us 7 stars. Now, I'm not one of the people that actually think 7 stars are going to happen, but surely, like I'm saying, there's a reason why they aren't giving us these resurrected characters, and the fact that they couldn't tell us, they obviously, probably, hopefully, have something cooking up in the background, which we'll eventually find out sometime potentially next month. But although if that isn't the case, and there's really no reason why they did do this, then yeah, that's just pretty disappointing. And then the other question was, I want to read certain sub-stories, where they answered, we will continue adding sub-stories regularly to the game. We will be using the results of the poll that we did here to help us figure out localization priorities on the All Asia server, and we'll also be considering other types of polls in the future. So this is kind of, again, a throwaway question, but yeah, I guess they're probably going to do more polls. If you don't know what they are talking about, there was a poll where they basically asked the global players what poll was the most exciting one, and we'll bring that to the All Asia version. So that doesn't really affect us, but for the players, the Asian players out there that are playing the All Asia server, then I guess this is kind of related to you, but it's not really whatever. No one really even reads the sub-stories for the most part. They just go there for the jobs and the characters. But with that said, lads, that was basically this month's Q&A. Really didn't learn anything. Very disappointed about how they've done this. Again, 2 years ago, whenever they used to do the Q&As before, they basically gave us a lot of questions like this to the point that no one really cared. So hopefully this isn't a trend. Hopefully next month we start to get more information about what might be coming in the game or what their priorities are, because this one was just wasn't that good. Again, like the last 2 months where they did actually talk about the PP update and stuff, or the hard difficulty of GQ, it was very insightful. They did actually mention what they were doing, but this month, just none of that really. Just none of that. But with that said, lads, hopefully you guys did enjoy the video. Let me know in the comments below what you guys do think about this Q&A. I'm sure most people just think it's just was kind of pointless. But I'm going to end it here. Hope you guys did enjoy, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.